Fourth Gate Podcast, Dom Damali here, back with another Pretty Little Liars review. Today I will be reviewing Season 6, Episode 3, Songs of Experience. Okay, before I get into this episode, I have two things that I really need to address before I get into the episode. So bear with me. The first thing that I feel I need to address is the whole Sasha Peter say, the weight gain, or her addressing the weight and, over Instagram. First and foremost, I want to commend and say that I am proud of us as fans. Because I have never seen with my own eyes someone say anything about her weight, anything racial about anything on the show, or racist, or anything like that. I've never seen it. I've never heard it. I've heard one person say something about Sasha's weight, and they won't even saying she was fat. They were just saying, okay, she's gained a little weight, which is just an observation. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't heard anybody maliciously say anything, completely ridiculous about the characters, about how diverse it is, about anybody's weight. Because, okay, Sasha has gained a little weight, but somebody could say something about Spencer being too skinny. You know what I'm saying? If that's how they felt. And I really want to say I'm proud of us as fans. Now, to the select few who are being malicious and who are saying racist things and who are being ignorant, I don't consider you guys fans. Point blank, period. I don't consider you guys fans. And one thing I want to say to Sasha, and I know she'll never listen to one of my videos, but let's just say she did. One thing I want to say to Sasha is, forget those people, because those same people who are calling you fat and saying all of these negative things about you are the same people who are going to say Spencer is fat. Those are the same ignorant people. The same ignorant people. So forget them. They're not true fans. I don't consider them true fans, and I feel like we as a fan base, we shouldn't consider them true fans. Because I've said things about the show. I've said things about the writing, the different things I didn't like about this storyline. Maybe an episode was completely whack like last week. But I've never been like, Marlene, you're a bitch, and Sasha, you're fat, and and I've never went there because I don't have time for that. First of all, I'm not insecure with myself to be watching this show critiquing everybody on the damn show. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? And as a true fan, you don't even go there, because as a true fan, it's just fucking television. These people on the show are playing characters, and these writers are not perfect. You know what I'm saying? And they're just doing what they can to the best of their ability. Maybe. But you know what I'm saying? We're not, us as true fans, we're not sitting here, Troyan's a bitch. Well, maybe Spencer on the show's a bitch, but that doesn't make Troyan as a human being a bitch. You know what I'm saying? We are smart enough, and we are able to separate the two. And you know what? I honestly feel like Sasha shouldn't have even addressed it. And, I don't know why she felt that she had the need to address it. That's her. More power to her. And I'm proud of her as well for owning it. You know what I'm saying? But if it was me in the same situation, I wouldn't have even addressed it. Because I'm not going to bring light to negative, ignorant ass people out there. I'm just not going to do it. Y'all can sit there and call me fat, too skinny, ugly. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to, because guess what? I'm on the show. I'm making money. And what are y'all doing? Y'all sitting behind a computer screen, behind your phone, not making any money, hating. Because 9 times out of 10, these people who are calling her fat and saying these things, or saying she's ugly, whatever they're saying, excuse me, 9 times out of 10, those same people that are doing it are the ones who are actually fat. Because let's be real, Sasha Peterson ain't even fat. I mean, let's be completely real. Either you have never seen a fat person in your life, or you are fat and you are projecting your insecurities on her. Is one of the two. You know what I'm saying? So either these people, either they are fat and they are projecting it, or they've never seen the fat person in their life. And they sitting behind the computer screens and the phones, and they saying these things, and 9 times out of 10, they ain't got no job. They goddamn high schoolers, middle schoolers. Like I said, they're the ones who are obese. Not fat, but obese. Can't even get out their fucking couch, eating some cake and some chips. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just me. I felt like she shouldn't have even addressed it. But, you know, maybe since all of the Pretty Little Liars girls, they're really, the cast is really, you know, kind of close with the fan base. So maybe she just felt like, you know, since I feel like I'm friends with my fans, I should address this. But I would have definitely did something a little different. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm proud of her for owning it. And I hope that, you know, I forgot what the health issue is, but whatever it is, I hope that she gets it together. And girl, I don't care. Like I said, I know Sasha would never listen to one of my videos, but I'm gonna say this, girl, I don't care how much weight you goddamn gain, as long as you're healthy, as long as you get this health issue under control and you stay healthy. I don't give a damn. Okay, as long as you are healthy, that is all I care about. I don't need nobody on this damn show dying. Okay, we need to keep this show going. So as long as she stays healthy, that is fine with me. And another thing, I know I've been talking about this for a minute, but another thing, what is wrong with us having some people with a little meat on their bones on the show? That's the real world we living in. Everybody ain't stick skinny. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not stick skinny. So what is wrong with it? I like somebody with a little meat on their bones on the show. You know, it looks normal. It looks like when you walk outside. It looks realistic. But anyway, I'm going to move off of that. The second thing that I really want to address before I get into the episode is last week's episode and my review. After rewatching the show, or that episode a few times, I do feel like I was a little hard on the episode. I'ma just be completely honest. I still thought it was boring. I still thought it, I still think it's one of the worst episodes in Pretty Little Liars history, but it wasn't as bad as what I said. You know, I was coming off of, you know, watching it one time and just watching it, you know, a couple hours before. So, you know, my review was full of you know, madness and anger or whatever. But, you know, I just want to take a couple steps back and say that it wasn't that bad. It was still not good, but it wasn't that bad. Okay, now we can finally get into the episode. I'm done talking about all the dumb shit and all the dumb people in this world. All right, we got Pretty Little Liars, Songs of Experience. Now, this episode, I know you guys heard me last week when I said, they don't step they up. Okay, I'm not watching it anymore. And with this episode, I was honestly surprised. I was surprised because it still had the same slow moving feel, but I was still entertained like the whole time. You know, watching the episode, I'm looking up at the clock every now and then, you know, just to see how fast it's going. And it was going by slow, but like things were still happening. Like I was still kind of like, okay, what's next? What's next? You know what I'm saying? I was a little intrigued. Basically, okay, we have Hannah, She's pretty much eager to go back to school for whatever reason. I thought that was really funny how she was like, yeah, girl, I'm going back to school. You know what I'm saying? She had on her best dress, her Sunday dress. She had her hair done. You know what I'm saying? She was ready. Aria, has her reservations, which I completely understand. You know what I'm saying? They literally just got back. Like, who's really trying to go back to school after what they've been through? And she's still scared of Andrew being at this point. Spencer, I don't really know how she feels about going back to school. I just kind of think that Spencer's kind of like whatever, because she's focused on, this whole Charles theory crap. So she not even no school. Okay, whatever. Emily is just too worried about this Sarah girl. And in my notes, I say Emily is worried about her future girlfriend. Because we can all see and guess, by now that she's going to be, the next love interest for Emily, or her quote-unquote soulmate. Emily just need to calm the F down. Like, for real. So Emily, she skips out on going to school to eat breakfast with Sarah. Aria, she skips out on going to school to stay at Ezra's coffee shop. And Spencer, of course, gets distracted with Allie and Jason. Now, I have to say, I am really enjoying these Spencer and Allie scenes, because we've had glimpses into their relationship before, Allie was a changed woman. And it was a lot of friction between the two, because, Spencer's really strong-headed and independent, and she's a natural born leader, and Allie has some of the same qualities, and they would bump heads a lot. And now I like to see them in their scenes, because it's different. Even though they still are kind of bumping heads, I don't know how to describe it. Like, they're still bumping heads, but it's still like a sense of like, I care about you in the moment. Where before it was like, I hate your fucking guts, get out my house. Now it's like, I care about you, but I don't know. I really like those scenes. They're really entertaining to me. Okay, she's at school and she's talking to Dr. Sullivan. I also like how Hannah is the one who really wants to get the girls back together. She really wants them to talk about it and let everything out, so they can continue being good friends and having a strong friendship. She completely understands that Charles was trying to break up their friendship. You know what I'm saying? It's completely obvious to her, and she understands it. And she doesn't want their friendship to be broken or scarred, so she's really trying to fix it, and I really commend her for that. And I like that Hannah's character is doing that. We find out that Andrew is adopted through Ezra and Aria, one of their little stupid scenes. Okay. In my notes, I got Toby's hating ass. Okay, I need to say something about Toby right damn now. Okay, and by the way, this review is gonna be really long, because I'm already on goddamn 14 minutes. Okay, Toby need to calm his hating ass down, sit down, have several seats, and strap on about 5 seatbelts, because I don't understand why Toby is hating so damn hard. Like, it's one thing to dislike Allie because of what she's put you through, your girlfriend through, your friends through. It's one thing to have reservations or whatever about her, not want to be her friend right away, not trust. That's one thing. But to sit over here and try to ruin her relationship. Do you like her? Toby, do you want Allie? I'm gonna need you to answer that question for me, because you are like, his whole life is, I can't see Allie being with Lorenzo. They can't be together. Like, that's all he worried about right now. Why? That has nothing, like Spencer said when Toby had said something to her about it. Ain't that between them two? Ain't that their business? If they want to do something together, why are you so worried? I think Toby might have a thing for Allie. For real, for real. Because it's been taken a step further than, I don't trust her, whatever. Now it's, I'm jealous. I don't want her talking to Lorenzo. It's ridiculous. Like I said, Toby, shut your hating ass up. Okay. Next, another funny scene. Hannah pulls up to Emily's house and tells her to get her butt in the car. They have a little moment. Aria pulls up. She tells Aria to get in the car. Aria, this is where Aria lets them know that, Andrew is adopted. Let's see. Okay, back to Spencer. She's with Jason and she's asking Jason about Charles, and this is where this is where Jason drops the bomb that Charlie was his imaginary friend, according to his dad. The girls, Whew. Sorry, y'all. Okay. The girls are waiting for Spencer in Dr. Sullivan's office, and they're, talking about things and, trying to figure out if she's really going to come to the damn meeting or whatever. And Spencer comes running in like usual, breathing hard. And I do want to say right here that Spencer's tan has been making her look gorgeous. Now, Spencer has always been a beautiful girl to me, and so has the other girls been as well, but Spencer has always been a beautiful girl to me, and this tan has been making her more than a 10, has been making her like a 12, and she's just really been looking really nice in these past couple of episodes. Okay, Spencer comes in, they're talking about how they're gonna, tell Dr. Sullivan everything, and then they get a call from Emily's burner phone that she gave Sarah, because, Sarah was distraught in the beginning, and it's A. And A has the phone, and he's filming Sarah sleeping, and, he's like, if you tell anybody about me, I'm gonna kill you, or kill her, whatever. And so they leave, they rush out. They run into Emily's house, and, Sarah was just in the damn shower. Emily's mom comes in, and she lets them know that Andrew is let out of jail, or is going to be let out of jail. Okay. Somehow, they end up at Allie's house, and they tell Allie what they know, what they found out, or basically what Spencer has found out. And Allie's like, okay, let's look around the house, let's try to find things. So now the girls are tearing up Allie's house, trying to find out any clue to who this Charles could be, who he is. And we have another wonderful scene between Spencer and Allie when they're at the garden. And I really like this scene more than the other ones because Allie is really vulnerable in this scene. And you can tell because instead of coming out and just saying, well, I like Lorenzo, she's kind of like, oh, do you know Lorenzo? Has Toby, she's really, I think she's really cute in that moment and in that scene. And I like that Spencer wasn't a bitch to her in that moment, and she saw, how Allie was acting, and she acted accordingly. She acted like a friend, and I really like that. Which I do want to fast forward to the end, or towards the end, when Andrew was let out and he's bitching at Aria, and she introduces herself and the rest of the friends to Lorenzo, and I really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I really think these Spencer and Allie scenes are really cute. I don't know how you guys feel, let me know, but I really think they're really cute and entertaining. And then we have Toby's hating ass again at that moment. He's hating. Okay. Rewind. Okay. The girls are looking through the house and the garden and everything, and Aria finds a picture or a clue in a button jar. So the girls talk about the picture. They have that moment and they leave. Then Jason walks in the house and Allie and Jason kind of have a moment about the picture. I already kind of talked about, Andrew yelling at Arya, He gets out of jail, he's yelling at Arya, and I really didn't think this scene was written well. I don't know if it should have been written another way, should have been taken out. I honestly don't even know, but I just thought it was stupid. Why do you have Arya running up to this dude after she's been calling him and basically single-handedly put him in jail? Like, F the other girls. She was the one at the damn thing saying that he was and all of these things, and then we have her running up to him. I don't know. I just thought that was really corny, But, that's PLL for you. Yeah, Allie's dad, walks in and, rewind. Okay. Spencer has a scene with her mom, and you guys know, I'm a fan of Spencer's mom. She's one of my favorite moms on the show, but I really didn't get it. I really didn't get how she was acting at this moment. It's like she has no empathy for her daughter going through this. It's kind of like, okay, well, get back to life. It's like she's not giving her child a moment to breathe. And it's crazy because I was just giving her a round of applause for last episode, for saying, okay, we'll stay up and watch movies together. I thought that was really cute. We've never really seen, Spencer's mom take that approach with Spencer. So I really thought that was cute and something different. And now we have her being a straight, bitch to Spencer for no reason. And I like how Spencer says, don't try to catch me in a lie. It's humiliating. At this point, you're still trying to catch your daughter in lies. You're still accusing her of, because she accused her of, because Andrew had said something, had lied about something, and then the way she asked her was like she was kind of accusing her. And it's like, you're still doing these things. Your daughter just got back from hell. Why? I don't know. I still like Spencer's mom, but I didn't like her approach to Spencer in that moment. Because let your child breathe for 2 seconds. She's just been through hell. And then the mom doesn't know, about the whole Charles thing. I mean, she might know about Charles, but you know what I'm saying? She don't know about the girls finding the Charles clue. She doesn't know all of that. But what she does know is that they think that they think Andrew is the one who did these things to these girls and that he's been let out. So why are you acting this way to your daughter when you know she's still in danger? And I can understand her approach a little bit, because she did say, let me know where the hell you are at all times because this fool has been let out. So I do get it. But it's like she's channeling anger towards her daughter instead of channeling empathy or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm angry at you because he's let out and you're somewhere and I don't know. Instead of, and I can understand a parent being, because I would be angry too. Like, don't lie to me about where you are and you're in danger. But at some point, can you give Spencer a damn hug? Like, she's been through a lot. She's crying as she's going up the stairs. So she's obviously been through some bullshit today. Like, can you give her a hug? Can you tell her you love her? You know what I'm saying? Like, somewhere in this moment, So as a result of Spencer's crazy day and this stupid moment that she has with her mom, she takes the pill, which I really didn't want her to do. But I really think it's ironic that she was addicted to pills so she could stay awake. And now she's, really wanting to take pills, so she could sleep. I really think that's, kind of ironic and funny. I don't know if she's going to be addicted to these things, but, I hope not. Because we don't need Spencer addicted at this point in time. Like, we're getting close to finding out who Charles is. I don't need her cracked out. Like, I don't need that. Okay, and then we have the scene where Allie and Jason, they confront their dad, and I think it's really interesting how Allie's dad says to Jason, all this trouble that you put this family through. That line made me stop. That line made me stop for a second, because I'm like, what does he mean? Like, what does he mean by that? Like, is he really Charles? Like, what is going on? What did he do that we don't know about? You know, I guess we're going to come back to that, but, you know, we're dealing with PLL, so we may not ever hear of that again. But I just thought that was like a clue or something, that, because after he said it was like a pause, you know, like it was important, but I don't know. You know, they dropped the bomb on him, the picture, and of course we don't get to hear what he says. The camera pans out, and you know, he's telling them something. Now, I was trying to read his lips, and it seemed like he said nephew. I'm gonna have to watch it again, but it seemed like he said it's my nephew. So I don't know. Right now everybody's thinking it's a brother, so, you know, who the hell knows, you know, whatever. So yeah, that's my review. I'm not going to say that Pretty Little Liars impressed me with this episode. I was impressed to a certain extent. I was impressed that, you know, it was long, but it wasn't boring. And I like stuff like that. Like, I want it to be dragged out and interesting, not dragged out and boring. So I was impressed by that. And I was also a little impressed that they did, that they stepped it up. Like, it wasn't as stupid as last episode. It was more interesting and entertaining. It had way better scenes, excluding the Toby scenes and the Ari and Andrew scenes. If they were out of the show, it would have been a near perfect episode. Like, if those two scenes were replaced with, like, scenes where we got answers, I mean, perfect episode. But, you know, we dealing with PLL, so what do you expect? Yeah. I don't really, you know what to say. Next episode looks interesting. They keep saying Charles is dead. Charles could be dead, and, you know, we could go with the CC Drake theory, or the dad can honestly think that Charles is dead and Mrs. D knew the whole damn time, which is what I'm kind of going with now, or leaning towards, because I do think Charles is the one who hit Allie. So I think he was alive this whole time. That's why she was on the board at Radley. And he may have been the one to push Miss Kavanaugh out the window. And, you know, Miss D may have been the one to cover it up. I don't know. I'm just, you know, theorizing right now. We don't really know anything, because we haven't really been getting that many answers. Pretty much the only answer we got this episode was that Andrew was adopted. He's not A. And Toby's a hater. That's pretty much it. And those three things we already knew. Well, except for, you know, Andrew being adopted. And the other two things we already knew. So, you know. So, yeah. That was my episode for Songs of Experience. I will be coming back next week because, you know, the episode was better. Yeah. See ya. Like, comment, and subscribe. You are tuning into 48 Podcast with Dom Damali.